Last week, 3 students went to the embassy to submit for a study visa, and today is their pickup day. So they all went to the embassy today, and 3 of them got the visa. But let me tell you about one of these students. Today is not the first time she going to the embassy. She has been there several times, and she has been denied twice before today. So let me tell you a short story, because I would have loved to interview her when she arrives in Russia so that she go tell Una the story herself. But I'm just kind of happy for her because of, the process and the time it already took. So last year she wrote me via TikTok that they have somebody who is helping them apply for a study visa, but the person they give them updates, and she wanted me to do the process for them. I said no problem. She said the father go call me and talk to me on the phone. I said no problem. So one day she called me and I talked to the father. The father said, I want to help my kids come to Russia. How much you could take? So after I calculated everything, I said 7 million. This include visa, tuition fee for 4 children, and not maybe 100% or 50% each one. Then document translation and other fees. So the father said, that was what he said. I was like, it's no good one. That was what I said to myself. Then he said, okay, can I do for 2? And later I do for 2. I said no problem. Then he gave me money for 2 people. I did everything. And some of you who have been following for some time, that boy will carry NYC should come Russia. Now the brother, he got the visa and she was denied. So long story short, I went to Nigeria in December, came back in January, and found another university for her. Remember, her money is for that school hand. They never give me the money. I no ask for refund. So I came back in January. I found another university for her. This school was kind of expensive. They charge around that kind of 4 million. The school I used for her last year was charging around 2.7 million. But the one I see for January was charging around 4 million, because now 1.5 years. That's 1.5 years program. So and you have to pay around 70%. So I talked to them. The father sent me extra money again. She gets. So I applied for the school, and she went to the embassy again for the second time. Guess what? Denied. So this time around, I don't really know what to talk about. So I told her, don't worry, I'll look for another university for you. I found another university shortly after in April. I paid for her tuition fee April 15th. May, no IV. June, no IV. July, no IV. They sent me the IV maybe 2 weeks ago. That was when I was even surprised. So I booked an appointment for her. She went to the embassy today, on Wednesday last week, to submit. And today I was just waiting. She sent me the visa first. I got it. The other 2 boys sent me their visa. I got it. So 3 of them got their visa. When you go to the consular or you go to the embassy to apply for a visa, the consular have like 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to prove yourself, say you're worthy of this visa, because they don't give you free visa. I feel like make you pray. I don't think prayer work. I live with a Russian woman, and my woman never since I married, she never go church. So if you're thinking, say somehow your God go make embassy them give you visa because you pray to God, those ones, they don't believe in God. So I don't know how your God want to convince them. I don't know. But if you go to the embassy, make sure say you're prepared. Leave that thing where they call prayer. Prayer, I don't say they work for embassy anyway. I don't think prayer works there. Your prayer, within the work there now, if you merit them, you have few minutes to prove to them, say you want them or you know what them. Them go decide instantly. So if you think that your prayer is going to work, then keep praying. But if you go embassy like 10 times without seeing the visa. So I told her something to do. When you go to the embassy, you see what you go do. So instead of the consular will be the ones asking her question, she was the one asking the question so that she go kill the time. And when she told me she did it, I was like, okay, let's see. Most of that thing will work out. And to be honest, so when person don't to fail, you go feel like, say, this one, I'm gonna forget them. I don't know whether I was surprised to say she get the visa. When she wrote I wrote Jesus. That was what I wrote, Jesus. Because I don't know whether they expect her to fail, but I wasn't expect. I don't know what thing I want to talk, but I was just like 50-50. She get her, she no get them, but let's just wait. But I'm happy for her. Say she get the visa, and on the 14th of next month, she go come Russia here. Go interview her. She go talk the whole story of how this thing take happen. So if you still want to apply for study visa, admission still there, or many admission already they close. So even if you apply now self, you'll be coming to Russia maybe 3 months later, depending on when you get admission appointment date with the embassy. Appointment now, to get appointment are they fucking difficult. But anyway, let me leave it at this until next month when she come. Then you go hear from her mouth. See you next time.